Hi there, I'm Dan Stork Roddick, and I'm delighted to be here and saying hello to you today. I certainly wish I were there in person. It's been quite a while since I've been down under, and I'm looking forward to doing it again soon, but it's been quite a while. There seems to be a lot of interest in my PDGA number, and as some of you may know, it's 3. It's 3 because the mail came late that week, or I would have had a better number. Actually, Ed gave me 3. He went to Victor Malafronte first, gave him 2, and of course he took 1 for himself. So I'm pretty pleased with that number, and it's really an exciting thing to see the huge numbers that they're issuing now, and I don't know how many digits you have to have these days when you join PDGA, but I'm sure it wouldn't fit on a license plate. So I'm number 3, and pretty pleased about that. One of the things that was most interesting about the tour in Australia that Jo Cahow and I did, which we did at the behest of Toys, and David Tomer in particular, was that when we got off the plane, we were the only ones in the country who could delay. That is, as far as we knew, there wasn't anyone else who had done a delay there. And so it was really like time travel. I mean, it was Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. I mean, that we knew these things, and the ground was fertile. I mean, there were enthusiasts on the ground who were really interested in all of this. So it wasn't like they didn't have any idea what this was. They knew the potential of it, but they hadn't actually seen it hands-on. So there was a hunger to know about this that is hard to describe in retrospect. At the time, American things from American culture was really a hot item, and it just blew us away that the press interest in our tour. I mean, every time we had a stop that had an opportunity for publicity, crews were lined up waiting to do the filming. I mean, in the United States during that era, if a second truck showed up at an event, well, that was it. They went away. I mean, it's a story. Somebody's already got the story. Forget it. You know, if we can't have it uniquely, then we don't want it. Not there. Everybody wanted the story. I mean, everybody wanted to take the pictures. And I mean, Jo and I weren't used to that kind of celebrity, and we did event after event after event, showing people things that they had never seen before, even in terms of the flight. And so it was an incredible thrill. And then when somehow, I mean, we swung the Don Lane show, which maybe some of you are too young to even remember him, but he was essentially, for Americans, he was Australia's Johnny Carson. I mean, it was a huge show, and TV was different then. I mean, there were only a few channels, just like in the States earlier, where the next day after we did, I think, 15 minutes on him. 15 minutes of him playing with us, we showing the things, you know, talking. The next day, we were national celebrities. I mean, everybody had seen it. Everybody had seen it. I'm in the very lucky position that virtually everything that people thank me for, which I've been blessed that they thank me for a lot of things, it was all such amazing fun. I mean, it'd be nice to say, well, yes, you know, I was out there laboring in the trenches, and you know, there were sacrifices and there were hard times, but it was all such fun. Yeah. Just fun. So yeah. I'm glad to hear it. It's very, as I said, it's very, very gratifying to see people still playing and enjoying it, and that's as close as we get to immortality. So I'll take it. Well, I am really sorry that I'm not there with you for this great event, and I know I have a lot of friends who are there, and I say hello to them, and in particular to to my old friends who were my first Australian Frisbee buddies, and I did want to say to Gail and Brian and Mark that I believe when I was there that I had left some 1975 Rose Bowl discs, and I was wondering if I could have those back, because maybe I don't know if you thought I was giving them to you, but it was more of a lending thing. Anyway, that would be appreciated. No, but seriously, that was probably one of the most amazing weeks of my life, and it was true for Jo as well. And the hospitality that you folks showed us, and your amazing enthusiasm and talent for the sport was just a genuine joy to us. And really, when you think about it, I mean, that we're still doing it. I mean, how many years ago was that? I mean, it's one thing to be interested in horseshoes. You go to a couple of picnics and you play. I mean, that's it. It doesn't change your life. But anyway, that was a wonderful, wonderful time that changed my life. And I really appreciate your part of it and how wonderful you were to us. And we treasure that memory.